Hello and welcome to my tutorial. Today we're going to be making this little bag, and here are some other variations on this bag, but we're going to be making this one today. And I was inspired by this little bag that comes with my daughter's eyeglasses. It's a little eyeglass case. So let's get started. Okay, we'll need our paper cutter. And I'm using rich raspberry paper, and this is 11 inches by 7.5 inches. And first we're going to cut out the corners to make this bag. So we need to line up the paper at 2 3/4 inches. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the blade down to the 2.5 inch mark. Okay, then I'm going to flip the paper over. Again, bringing my paper over to the 2 3/4 mark, and then scoring down until I reach the 2.5 mark. Okay, and I'll flip the paper over to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, now once those marks are made, those cuts are made, I'm going to turn it and with the long side against the top of the paper cutter. I'm going to put the paper at 2.5 inches and then bring the scoring blade down to 2 3/4. So you get this little corner piece come out. Okay, flip the paper and do the same thing. I'm going to use a scoring blade now. This is what your paper should look like. And now we're going to score the paper at 3 inches. And then flip it and score it at 3 inches again. Then we'll turn the paper this way. And what we want to do is just line up your edges where the scoring blade will hit, because we need to score right here so this little flap will fold up. Do that on each side. Go ahead and fold all of these folds. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to just clip right here where this little fold is. We'll just clip it right into the crease. Now we have the beginnings of our bag, and I'm just going to set that aside for just a second while we do some of the other parts here. Now we need to make a scallop circle with our scallop circle punch out of the rich raspberry, and I'm going to just take a piece of cardboard and my paper punch, and I'm just going to punch all the way around in little scallops. I just think it adds a little something to it. Looks cute. Okay. Alright, then we're going to take our punch, and I'm using the Schoolbook Serif Alphabet punch set, and I'm going to use the S for this one. So get our punch loaded up, and this is the rich raspberry ink. And I'm just using Whisper White cardstock. Okay, that looks good. I'll leave this up for just a second here. Now I'm going to take my 1 3/8 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to cut out the S. Okay. And then I'm going to take a sponge and just sponge the edges of this. So I'll dip my sponge in the Rich Razzleberry Classic ink and just sponge along the edges. Okay. Now I can go ahead and take this and use some snail adhesive and attach it to the scallop. Alright, that's ready to be placed on there later. I do have this ribbon going through the top, so before I assemble this bag, I would like to punch a hole in each side of this. Okay, so I'm just going to eyeball this, get it about centered. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of pinch it together and make sure I've got it in the same spot on the other side. Maybe use my paper punch to kind of guide me here. Okay, now I have my holes punched in there. And I'm just going to take some sticky strip. I'm going to put it right along these folds. So this little bag will stay together. If you put cookies or a little gift, treats or what have you, it'll hold together. Okay. Just peel back the tape. And just set it on something flat and then just stick your sides together. Like so. And I like to just take and kind of put my fingers in the sides here and just kind of pinch it together so it'll form your little bag there. Now I've got 2 pieces of the Razzleberry Lemonade designer paper. They're 2 inches by 6 inches. I'm just going to take the snail adhesive and I'm going to put those on either side. Now I can take my S that I made earlier and I'm going to use some dimensionals so it just pops out a little bit. Center that. Isn't that cute? Okay, now for the little straps, we have 2 pieces of 9.5 inch by 3/8 inch of the Razzleberry Lemonade designer paper, and I'm going to use the sticky strip to put the straps on because I don't want those falling off later. So we just put the sticky strip on there. Okay, and then I'm just going to take and bend this up like this. And I'm just going to eyeball it. Like so. And same with the other side.